Hey everyone, welcome back to English Podcast with Zico.
And Sarah, we're so happy you're here with us today.
If you want to improve your English without stress or boring lessons,
You're in exactly the right place.
in this episode, we've got something super practical for your everyday English.
So put on your headphones, relax.
And let's get started. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the English Podcast with Zico. How are you doing today? Today I am here with Sarah, and today we are going to talk about the present simple tense.
Hello, everyone. I am very happy to be here today. Let's start our conversation.
So Sarah, how are you feeling today?
I am feeling great, thank you. The weather is nice today.
Yes, it is a beautiful day. I love sunny days.
Me too. Sunny days make me happy.
Okay, so today's topic is very important for beginners. We are going to talk about the present simple tense.
Yes, this is one of the first things you learn in English.
That is true. It is very common, and we use it every single day.
So let's explain it slowly and clearly.
Good idea. First, what is the present simple tense?
The present simple tense is used for things that are always true or things that happen regularly.
Exactly. For example, habits.
Yes, like I drink coffee every morning.
That is a great example. Drinking coffee every morning is a habit.
Right. Another example is she goes to work every day.
Perfect. Going to work every day is also a routine.
So the present simple tense talks about routines, habits, and facts.
Let's talk about facts now. Can you give an example?
Sure. The sun rises in the east.
Very good. That is always true. It is a fact.
Another fact is water boils at 100 degrees.
That is also a fact. It does not change.
So remember, friends, facts, habits, and routines use the present simple tense.
Now, let's talk about how we make sentences in the present simple tense.
Okay, this part is very important.
For most subjects, we use the base form of the verb.
What does that mean, Zico?
It means we use the simple form, like eat, go, play, work.
Can you give an example sentence?
Yes, I eat breakfast every morning.
Good. You play football on weekends.
I work in an office.
They live in a big city.
That is a useful sentence.
Yes, many people use it every day.
Let's give another example.
Great idea. They study English online.
Very nice. Now, here is something important.
What is it?
When we use he, she, or it, the verb changes a little.
Oh, that is a good point. Can you explain more?
Sure, we usually add s to the end of the verb.
Can you give an example?
Yes, he eats breakfast every morning.
I see. Eat becomes eats.
Exactly. Another example, she works in a hospital.
Work becomes works.
Perfect. One more example. It rains a lot in winter.
Rain becomes rains.
Great job, Sarah. This rule is called the third person singular.
That sounds a little difficult, but the idea is simple.
Yes, he, she, and it need an extra s on the verb.
Let's practice more examples together.
Okay. He plays guitar.
She cooks dinner every night.
It looks beautiful today.
This is easy when we practice.
Yes, practice makes it easier every time.
Now, Zico, what about verbs like go and do?
Good question. Some verbs are a little different.
How are they different?
For verbs ending in o, sh, ch, ss, or x, we add es instead of just s.
Can you give some examples?
Sure. Go becomes goes. She goes to school.
Do becomes does. He does his homework.
Watch becomes watches. She watches movies.
Wash becomes washes. He washes his car.
Very good examples, Sarah.
This is helpful, so we add es for these special endings.
Exactly. Now let's talk about irregular verbs.
Oh yes, this is important too.
Regular verbs follow the normal pattern, like walk becomes walks.
And irregular verbs are different, right?
Yes, for example, have becomes has. That is different from the normal rule.
Exactly. He has a car, not haves.
Good to know. Any other irregular verbs?
Yes, be is very irregular.
I am, you are, he is.
That one is special because it changes completely.
Right. It does not follow the normal pattern at all.
So we need to remember these special verbs.
Yes, with practice, it becomes natural.
That sounds interesting. Let's continue.
Now let's talk about negative sentences.
Okay, how do we make a sentence negative?
We use do not or does not.
When do we use do not?
We use do not with I, you, we, and they.
Can you give an example?
Yes, I do not like coffee.
We do not go to school on Sunday.
Perfect. Now, when do we use does not?
I think it is for he, she, and it.
Exactly right, Sarah.
He does not eat meat.
She does not like loud music.
It does not work well.
Great examples. And remember, after does not, the verb goes back to its base form.
Oh, that is important. So we don't say does not eats.
Correct. We say does not eat.
That is a common mistake for beginners.
Yes, it is. So please remember this rule.
Got it. Let's talk about short forms now.
Good idea. In spoken English, we often use short forms.
Like what?
Do not becomes don't.
And does not becomes doesn't.
Exactly. I don't like tea. She doesn't drink milk.
This sounds more natural in conversation.
Yes, native speakers use short forms all the time.
That is a useful tip for speaking naturally.
Now, let's talk about questions.
How do we make a question in present simple?
We start the sentence with do or does.
Can you give an example with do?
Sure. Do you like pizza?
Do they live near you?
Very good. Now, for does, we use it with he, she, and it.
Does she work on weekends?
Does he speak French?
Does it rain here often?
Perfect example, Sarah. And again, the verb after does stays in the base form.
Exactly right. We say, does he work, not does he works.
That is a very useful rule. Let's practice more together. I will ask and you answer.
Okay, I'm ready.
Do you drink coffee in the morning?
Yes, I drink coffee every morning.
Does your family live in a big city?
No, my family lives in a small town.
Great answer. This is how we use present simple in real conversations.
Yes, it feels very natural now.
Now let's talk a little about pronunciation.
Oh, this part is very helpful for listeners.
Yes, when we add s to a verb, it can sound different ways.
What do you mean?
Sometimes it sounds like s, sometimes like z, and sometimes like is.
Can you give examples with S?
Sure, works sounds like a soft s sound.
Okay, and what about Z?
Plays sounds more like a z sound.
Interesting. And the is sound?
Words like watches have an extra sound, is, because of the ch ending.
That is a helpful pronunciation tip.
Yes, listening to native speakers helps a lot with this.
I agree. Practice really helps.
Now let's use present simple to talk about our own daily routines.
That sounds fun. I will start.
Okay, go ahead, Sarah.
I wake up at 7 in the morning.
Oh, really? That is early.
Yes, I like waking up early. Then I drink water and go for a walk.
That sounds like a healthy habit.
Thank you. What about you, Zico?
I wake up at 8 and I usually check my phone first.
That sounds like many people today.
Yes, it is very common. Then I make breakfast and go to work.
What time do you finish work?
I finish work at 5 in the evening.
That sounds like a long day.
It is, but I enjoy my job.
That is wonderful to hear.
What about your evening, Sarah?
In the evening, I read books or watch movies.
That sounds relaxing.
Yes, it helps me relax after a busy day.
I also relax by listening to music.
That sounds nice too.
So friends, this is a great way to practice. Talk about your daily routine using present simple.
Yes, try to make 5 simple sentences about your day.
What about you? Please write your answer in the comments.
We would love to read your daily routine.
Now let's review everything we learned today.
Great idea. Let's make a quick summary.
First, we use present simple for habits, routines, and facts.
Second, we add s or es for he, she, and it.
Third, some verbs are irregular, like have becomes has.
Fourth, we use do not or does not for negative sentences.
And fifth, we use do or does to make questions.
That is a very clear summary.
Yes, and remember, practice is the key to learning.
I agree completely.
Let's do one more practice round before we finish.
Sounds good. I will make sentences and you check.
Okay, go ahead.
She like chocolate.
Almost right, but remember the S rule. It should be she likes chocolate.
Oh, right. Thank you for the correction.
No problem. Let's try another one.
He don't play football.
Close, but we need doesn't for he. He doesn't play football.
I understand now. This is very helpful.
Great job, Sarah. You are learning fast.
Thank you, Zico. This lesson was very clear.
I'm glad to hear that. Grammar can be simple when we practice slowly.
Yes, step by step is the best way.
If you are enjoying this conversation, don't forget to like and subscribe.
It helps us make more lessons for you.
We really appreciate your support.
Yes, thank you all so much for being here.
Now let's finish with one more challenge for our listeners.
Okay, what is the challenge?
Try to write 3 sentences using present simple.
1 about your daily habit.
1 about a fact you know.
1 question using do or does.
Please share your sentences in the comments below.
We will be happy to read them.
This is a great way to practice what we learned today.
Yes, practice really helps you remember.
Sarah, do you have any final tips for our listeners?
Yes, try to speak simple sentences every day.
That is great advice.
Even short sentences help you improve quickly.
I agree. Small steps every day make a big difference.
That is very true.
Today was a lot of fun.
I enjoyed our conversation today.
We learned a lot about the present simple tense.
Yes, and I hope our listeners learned a lot too.
Thank you everyone for listening.
See you in the next episode.
Goodbye everyone.
Bye.